ẹ̀yin tèmi eléyìí tún gbẹ́nu tán o lórí ọmọ tuntun tí bàbá Ìjẹ̀ṣà ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bí náà láṣìwà àá eléyìí lè kí n kà ẹjọ́ bá mi wo fídíò yìí kẹ́ máa bá mi like kẹ́ máa share kẹ́ máa comment ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ ti subscribe ọ̀fẹ́ ni kò ná yín lówó kò ná yín ní extra data ọwọ́ tẹ́ fi ń like tẹ́ fi ń share tẹ́ fi ń comment tẹ́ dẹ̀ fi ń subscribe ẹ̀ ní fi gbọ́mọ sí ẹ̀ ní fi gba lẹ́tà bànújẹ́.
Yẹlẹ yolo your body go do. As I came back tí ìgbé bag sílẹ̀ rotin fẹ́ sọ yìí. I know that some of you will now be looking at me. What's she going to say? Kí ló fẹ́ sọ sìn? I've done summary of what is operating in my mind before. If you people have seen it yesterday, because I couldn't hold back. I was seeing that people are talking there, and I've done my own short, I think about 10 minutes analysis. So I just want to sit down with you people and tell you, okay, suits me. Thank you. Yetunde, Babatunde. I want to tell you people, please, they shouldn't crowd it like Lagos. So I'm being sad. Like, don't forget it. Ibadan will come. And funnily, my grandfather, that is my mother grew up in Ibadan. This life, my mother schooled in Ibadan. My grandpa, during his lifetime, lived in Ibadan before she came to Lagos. My mother lived there long, because her father, I don't know if they my mother was not, they didn't birth her there, but some of her siblings were birthed there, but they didn't birth her there. They birthed my mother in Ishara, in Ogun State, before my grandpa went to Ibadan. So let's move. So yesterday, when I saw it, I won't lie you. The moment I saw Baba Ijesa, and you know the funny part, when I saw it at first, I just thought it was Orishabumi movie. Me, I thought it was skits because I saw the Shawori dead. Those cowrie. That was the first I saw the cowrie. I CEO Lumini, because I'm always calling her Lumini. Those of you that are aware, CEO Lumini, I really did not know that she's that big. I think pregnancy made her big. So I didn't recognize it was CEO Lumini. I didn't recognize it was CEO Lumini. I thought it's a movie. Or you understand that Baba Ijesa released movie. In Kotimowoko, that was my own first reflex action. Mo wà lórí bẹ́ẹ̀dì ni tí mo kàn rí kíní yẹn tó kọ yọ báyìí. When I saw it was on Instagram. You understand? It was on Instagram. So I thought it was. I now look again. I say, this man is not going, he's not resting. Otuti lo she movie. Do you understand? I now looked at his caption. He now, meanwhile, the caption talks about a child being birthed, kaga or something. You understand? Muhari pe wo hashtag. No, wo tag. He tagged CEO Lumini. Meanwhile, I will not lie. I will not lie. To be very sincere, maybe months ago, I heard, definitely it must have been all these people that went for or planned the, what do they call this thing? Baby shower. They must have been the ones that spread the rumor about pregnancy. However, some of them definitely knows, and no matter how people are loyal to you, there must be one or two persons. Toma dale. Do you understand? You can't have, you see, two is a crowd. No, two is a company. 3 is a crowd. With all these pictures and videos that are out, definitely some of them must. Don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody. Those people that went for the baby shower, or people close to her, no matter what, that's where it leaked. Do you understand? So months ago, I don't know if some of you heard, but I heard. And when I heard, I didn't believe. Because to me, I felt anybody will get belle. There's this saying in Yoruba land, pregnancy says, don't argue about me, I'm coming up. Okay, ni mo ń bọ̀. Do you understand? If you're there, is she pregnant? Is she not pregnant? Pregnancy will be looking at you. That don't argue about me, I'm coming up. You can't hide pregnancy. It will come up. And what kill them Phoebe or money? Do you understand? So I felt, if it's true, here we go there. Ikuma power. You understand? So if it's rumor, it go die down as it came. So the moment I saw CEO Alumni tagged on by Baba Jesha himself, because he has started a new page. I don't think that page, because that page has only garnished maybe 13,000 people. Within now and it has garnished more, more than that. Between now and yesterday and today, àwọn èèyàn ti roll up, what ti lọ like, what ti lọ follow page yẹn, ó fẹ́ máa get primary organic kini, ó fẹ́ máa rí fúnra wọn, ó fẹ́ kéèyàn kọ́ wá máa pe ajá lọ́bọ̀ fáwọn. So I then said, okay, hey, story that gbọ́, that rumor, it began to make sense to me. If you see the way, I couldn't wait, yo. You didn't see me? Mo sáré kọ́kọ́ ju ìtí mi kọ́kọ́ rí yẹn lọ́dọ̀ man yẹn. Mo sáré kọ́kọ́ ju yẹn síta. Pé kojú ó má di pé wọ́n lọ parẹ́, kó má lọ di pé somebody will advise them, they will now erase it. Kọ́kọ́ ju yẹn síta pé ẹ̀yin people ẹ wo, àṣé I'm not the first. Other bloggers too have seen it, only that many of us didn't quickly take note, or some people were just thinking it's skit or AI. You understand? Actually, many people didn't, but some have already brought it up. But Koti hit, So when I brought it out, I think my people, to everybody was like, hey, people saying how they feel. I didn't have time for it. You people, Lydia Ikeji is one blogspot that I believe more about her. Whatever she posts, I didn't see anything that like that yet. I say, okay. I didn't see. I was just relying on small blogs, I now went to station myself again. I went to stay on that page. I was waiting for Baba Jesha to update. See Alumni. I say Alumni. Lumini herself started updating. When she started updating, I knew. I now sat down very well. I look at the way she was doing the whole thing. I look at that. They actually did it as though they were doing skits. They did it intentionally. They were intentional about their stuff. Intentional. They did it purposely. CEO Lumini knows what she's doing. Baba Jesha knows what he is doing. So I was following it. I was posting it according to how they are giving it to us. So I saw that the public, they were divided. How were they divided? Some were happy. Some were not happy. Some felt CEO Lumini is bigger than what she did. While some felt, oh, thank God for Baba Ijesa. Do you understand? Because I don't know if some people are thinking Baba Jesha doesn't have children. No. He has daughters. But I don't think he has son. Because CEO Lumini ended up updating to let us know this is the first son in the Omi Yinka family. Or for Baba Jesha. Maybe Baba Jesha is the only boy of his family. But this is the first boy in that lineage. So she updated. Kaga, they named him King Kaga Omi Yinka. Okay. So I now say, seeing fellow celebrities, they were talking anyhow. But in my own head, I thought of one thing. I said, are you people ready to sincerely listen to me? Are you going to sincerely listen to me from the bottom of my heart? Do you know that the truth is that those people, they were known in that industry. They have been dating each other since. That lady, and in fact, when Baba Jesha got into trouble, I learned. When he got into trouble, I learned that lady, Lumini, did all her best to beg. But all ears, they turned all deaf ears. Do you understand? And you know, for we on this platform, anyway, let me talk about my platform. We didn't support Baba Jesha. Because of that video, only the video that was shared by Princess. That video where he was doing tongue, trying to lick the girl's hand and doing, you know, that's the only thing we saw. No audio. And to me, that was horrible. Because as far as we are concerned, Princess, Iyabo Ojo, and Just Adetong, they made us understand that those kids, that girl was a minor. And she looked like a minor. When we say minor, we're talking less than 17 years of age. Do you understand? That is minor. I don't know the legal age in Nigeria, but here is less than 17 years of age. That is minor. Are you getting me? But I want you people to do one thing. The action of, what's her name? Princess. It was so emotional that people like me, I actually felt she had the pain of that child, the best interest of that child at heart. Are you people making sense for me? It was after I read the conviction, which I mentioned in that my 10 minutes talk. Wait, sorry, one moment. My daughter is calling. Hello, baby. I'm on live chat. You're very welcome. Yeah, I'm at home now. I'm on live chat. Okay. Did you get her? Did you get her? Okay, good. I'm home. Bye. Okay, so you know, so I personally, you know, that video that we saw, that where he was acting very irritatingly with that girl, made me feel, yeah, at least that's what we call, is either molestation or we call it assault. When I followed that case then, because, you know, I talked on it, I critically analyzed it. In fact, that case exposed a lot of people. That case was what made many ladies come on this platform, if you remember, and young men that had same experience, but theirs, they were penetrated. Do you understand what I mean? They had penetration. Uncle, father's friend, driver, even the guy, that particular guy, one guy, I remember, it was his older sister's friends. They were taking turns with him. They live in Agege. They live in Face Me, I Face You. He talked about his own experience. He said one of them is late now, but one is still alive, and that they will take turns with him. They will be giving him biscuit, and they will be knocking him. All those things. We were all traumatized. Do you understand? Some is their father, some is their uncle. In fact, we have one of our ardent member here that her own uncle impregnated her. for her own reason, and that was the uncle that took her from Nigeria abroad. Meanwhile, before the uncle took her abroad, the father's younger brother was the one that deflowered her. So that Baba Jesha's moment and time exposed what many of our age mates, many of our age group, many of Nigerians, I mean, not only Nigeria, but, we were able to talk because we had an understanding. What we were made to believe is that Baba Jesha penetrated. But when I followed that case, it stated clearly that Baba Jesha was discharged and acquitted for penetration. That was what was said there. He had 5 charges. 2. No conviction for 2 of the charges. But 3 as molestation. And the evidence they had was that video. Do you understand? And the other one was oral. That the girl said that he used key to when she was younger. Not that moment. When she was younger. That was why Princess tricked him to come again. If you people, I think I should take you people back memory lane. Because it seems like many of you have forgotten. I want to just remind you, even though it doesn't matter now anymore. Do you get me? But what happened then was that girl, Princess, we are told, has no child. That girl is Princess's sister's daughter, we were told. So, they kept those kids with her. Not only that girl, other ones too. They were 2 or so kept with her. That Ori Omolong Pomowaye. That they were staying with Princess. So, Princess was obviously acting as their mother and sponsoring them. Now, Baba Jesha, as we were told, which I can tell you that is the truth. Baba Jesha, at that time, Princess really liked Baba Jesha and was doing well in that career as a comedian. If you remember, Princess was more of a comedian. Me, I never heard her. Me, but I just noticed that her look was a unique look. You will know that a princess existed in the comedy world. But I've never heard her. If she's funny, if she's not funny, I cannot say. But just understand the background of this story. So, Princess was a comedian, but doing well in her industry, and she was making money. Comedy was doing so well then. And so, she had maybe interest in Baba Jesha, and if Baba Jesha wasn't educated, she decided to sponsor Baba Jesha. She claims she sponsored Baba Jesha to go back to school. She didn't tell her that she was doing Baba Jesha or she was chasing Baba Jesha, but she made it look like she was caring for him. So Baba Jesha had access to come to their house or to her home. Free access. With the way the story went, it's seemingly looking like Baba Jesha was coming to the house and was doing princess. So she had taken Baba Jesha as her own. You understand? But maybe, just maybe, the world did not know. But between she and Baba Jesha, there was something. Now, Baba Jesha, having that understanding, OTD, boyfriend, the princess, and everything like that. So, Princess claims that in that moment and time, Baba Jesha wa lon se si omo yen, one of them. That is that girl. Along the line, Baba Jesha just disappeared from Princess's life. Maybe ó ti rí pé òun ò ní interest nínú Princess. Maybe I'm just thinking outside the box, or whatever may be. But stories have it that Baba Jesha òun náà ń ṣe kiri. Meanwhile, Princess was the one that knew that Baba Jesha had spiritual problem, in fact, made us understand that, he had spiritual problem. To an extent that, couldn't knock, couldn't toast adults, didn't have confidence, is not, And Princess was the one trying to boost and help his career. So he disappeared from Princess's life. And during that disappearance, that girl was not doing well in school. This particular girl wasn't doing well in school. So while she wasn't doing well in school, later, Princess was claimed she kept asking the girl, what is wrong? What is wrong? The girl had no, they didn't, later on, the girl was able to open up. It was then the girl, they said the girl was the one that said, Baba Ijesa tampered with her, touching her with key holder. That was one of the day that maybe when Baba Ijesa came, that he came, the last days she saw Baba Ijesa here, but she told the girl to go and collect something for Baba Ijesa, or the Baba Ijesa told her to follow her, come and take something over for key holder of a towobo omo yen labe. So Princess said, the girl said, okay. So that is the part that says assault. Are you getting me? Sexual assault. So Princess now, upon finding out it hurt her, Baba Ijesa left her, kò dágbére, kò rí Baba Ijesa mọ́. Then she now decided to set Baba Ijesa up to find out. That is what she said, though, to find out if truly he had emotional or attraction towards that girl. However, Yomi Fabiyi, on the other side, made us to understand that that girl on a permanent was already knocking somebody who lives in that house. Call the name of the guy. In fact, Yomi Fabiyi did all his best to tell them to bring out the guy, which they said the police invited the guy. And the guy, she's not a minor, we have been knocking now. So they stylishly, Princess stylishly left the guy out of the equation and made sure that it's Baba Ijesa, because she had a relationship with Baba Ijesa and Baba Ijesa salo. So she decided, I will deal with him. Because it is said that that girl, that period, that Baba Ijesa and that girl had that sitting down something. That girl, kò she minor mo, ó ti ń dóko lọ, ó ti ń oko bobo tó ń gbélé yẹn ló ń do passe, which the guy did not, which Princess, all of them, they know. So it wasn't Baba Ijesa is not the one that Jabalier, allegedly they said, and it's not the one that was penetrated, it was somebody else. So that setup was for the fact that Princess felt hurt and betrayed by Baba Ijesa. Osalo òun náwó lé lórí, girl yẹn tún sọ pé ó fọwọ́ kàn òun rí. So Princess now said that was what made that girl not to do well in school. It is the school that will come out and say that part. Do you get? So they took the case to court. Princess just started on Iyabo. Along the line, that period, this lady allegedly was aware. This Lumini, they said she begged. They said she begged, which made them tighten up. Those are the things they said made Princess there to tighten up. Where you could pa Baba Ijesa. Do you understand? Because the people that were standing up for him, begging, it surprised people. But we didn't know. You know, we didn't know. Our own was that Baba Ijesa penetrated that girl, you know, but no evidence to prove it. However, they caught him, they set him up to do, he was now doing all those nonsense, and then they took the matter to court. The court then decided that Baba Ijesa, based on bí àwọn Princess ṣe tó ṣe tí wọ́n ṣe gbé video yẹn nìkan jáde, and that talk that girl talk, they invited the girl. They invited the girl. You know, they hear their cases behind camera. You cannot, because the girl, but it was demanded that they bring out birth certificate. In fact, assuming they were able to tender birth certificate, that J10 tí Baba Jesha lọ will be more. They didn't have it. So that made Yomi Fabiyi then to say they were lying about the age. Do you understand? Because that the girl, the day that Baba Jesha went and started licking her hand and doing all those things, that obviously they consent age, they should tender, but they were not, they didn't bring it. But Mago, everything, the judge decided that 2 cases, they didn't convict Baba Jesha on it. It was discharged and acquitted on that. Acquitted, sorry. Then the other 3, they gave him concurrently. Do you understand? So the calculation, instead of it to be consecutively, it was concurrently. So they calculated it, it was 5 years. Now, I bet many of us were happy because of the fact that we actually believed what Iyabo Ojo, this person, because Iyabo Ojo came out and said she was raped several times as a young child, therefore she's traumatized, that, you know, she will spend her last to make sure that she sees Baba Jesha goes down. You know, that alone made the public also to support them. Then Princess, you know, they didn't really want us to know that Princess was dating Baba Jesha. The pain that Princess had was that Baba Jesha otilodi better offer. Otilo mohun lowo ko show kini later on. Ni àwọn àṣírí yẹn wá ń tú that made me start having 2 minds. But I still stand my ground that Baba Jesha did wrong in that big video that we saw that he was doing to that girl. He did wrong. If that girl is a minor, do you understand? If that girl is a minor, he did so wrong. We don't know the story of before.